jealous because people are telling me that you're number one over me. That's it. I'm not jealous about
That's personal. That's how personal.
It is.
That's how personal.
It is. So when people in this area in Bali,
like,
if there's any independent if there's any independent podcasters out there, I take it personal. I'm better than you niggas.
That's two burgers.
I promise you, I'm better than all you podcast niggas out there that's not Joe Budden. I need to get like one of those bigger cameras that have a little more length. Or I think it's a piece that they put
on it. Yes.
Yeah, that keeps the battery life alive.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
And you can't keep it charging while you use it.
Yeah, I think that overheats it as well.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that burns out the battery eventually.
I'm still learning about this camera. I don't even think I used every fucking
feature,
function.
right?
You know what I'm saying? I just be.
That's like
chilling
with the iPhone.
I just use it for this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, me and Spliff, make sure y'all go check out the last episode. Me and Spliff shot the episode the other day, and it was on the phone. Because we used the little portable mics.
Oh, okay.
So there's no piece to plug it to the camera, so we gotta use the phone.
To put it,
So we shot upstairs on the roof.
Oh,
that's why we shot with those. But
I gotta check that out.
like you saying, the iPhone and that fucking Galaxy phone that I got, them shits got features, real good features.
You could create a whole movie on your iPhone.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
It's insane.
That's a fact.
But we here. We
back. Peace. Mic check. Peace, YouTube. Welcome back to the Dricanhippie Show. We are back. This should be episode 379 or 380 if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? We getting up there, you know what I mean?
I like both those numbers.
We getting close to episode 400, so I'm going to try to like make sure to coordinate with all of y'all.
Okay.
To see if there's a day where we could all
meet up
shoot
somewhere.
episode 400.
Okay,
you know what I'm
that sounds
saying?
dope. I'm down for that.
It should be at least 5 of us. Me, you, Spliff, Chum, and my son Trav.
Right.
And I'm thinking about adding somebody else, but I'm still trying to see how she works. You know what I'm saying? Because she want to start a podcast, so she asked me for help. I put her on the episode.
That's how you started.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Lala. You know what I'm saying? But
like
I said, we back at it with the Dricanhippie Show, and y'all see who I got with me.
We in the building.
Teyonce.
Hey.
You know,
what's goody?
Shit, man. Chilling. Everything good, man. You know, but like I was saying, the incident that you was just talking about that you had. When I go jogging, for some reason, there's these 2 dogs. And it's the same ones, because I know the owners now.
And sometimes it's the time that you go.
And they be so aggressive with me, like, real aggressive. Yeah, like, to the point that I have to, like,
get your dog.
Get your shit, because I'm not, like what you just said, I'm not dealing with nothing. I'm going to cut your dog.
That's the worst thing in life.
I'm going to cut your dog. Nah, let me not say that.
Yeah.
Peter, you know what I'm saying? But
my bad, Peter.
I would get crazy.
But that moment, if you, like...
Where it happened?
In my house.
Oh, nah, that's different. So it was yours?
It's my friend's dog.
Oh, nah, you can't come in my house with no pets now.
No more. Never no more. Want no parts of it. But
I can't deal with dogs, bro. Because I grew up in the era where we had a lot of stray dogs in Brooklyn. Like in the 90s, there was a lot of stray dogs in Brooklyn. Like, and them shits would just attack for no reason. Like, that shit was crazy.
I mean, I like dogs, but I never had a dog. My mom didn't. We didn't have pets, so I'm not used to them. Like, I'm like, oh, how cute you are from far, but so I think they kind of feel that energy. So a lot of dogs bark at me.
You never know what the fuck is going on in their head.
That part, or what they see, like, spiritually. But but this dog attacked me. Like, it was not like he bit me. He attacked me, like, viciously.
Yeah, man. The dog ran across me and he came back and he was like, I saw his teeth. He was growling. I'm like, yo, he mad aggressive right now. I froze and put my hands up like, bro.
Right.
Get that, please, because I don't fuck with dogs, bro. And if that shit jump on me, it's up. Like,
right. If my man didn't get like right in front and like really try, that dog would have definitely ate me up, which is...
That's a fact, man. But the highest hippie in the room, Dricanhippie, of course. Like I said, this should be episode 380 if I was not mistaken, or 379. But I want to do that for episode 400. I want to get it lit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to coordinate with everybody. I think Sunday might be the best day. But I'm still see. I'm gonna just check with everybody, man. But
Sunday usually works, and also it's getting nice, so we could, do it outside, meet somewhere.
We could do something outside. I got a couple nice spots that I've been plotting out the last year. You know what I'm saying? That we could do shit outside and shit like that.
That was always my thing. I've done, the brighter side. Well, we started the Let's Talk About It show in a studio. The brighter side was in a studio, but I always wanted to extend it and go to certain places and meet the people where they were or where they feel most comfortable. And I'm not really sure who does that. But I like that Nori. He'll go to different areas. He'll do the same
location interviews, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the same background and everything, but they just went to see Will Smith at where he's from? Chicago? No.
Philly.
Oh yeah, Philly, yeah. Philly. So yeah, they went to see him. So I like that. I think that's dope. But
yeah, I think I'm going down to the one of the Carolinas, South or North Carolina, one of them to shoot a podcast down there, you know what I'm saying?
That's lit.
So I'm trying to
It's somebody else's podcast?
Nah, it's gonna be mine.
Oh, yours, okay.
I'm going to see Cole.
Don Cole, okay, over there. So also you're gonna go do. Oh, that's dope.
Chill,
so you take that.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, I like that.
And I got my man in Jersey that I want to interview. So I'm gonna go up there.
Okay.
Some nigga in Staten Island. So like you said, I'm trying to put my foot to the ground more this year and just go outside more.
That's dope. I have some people's shout out to Beards and Bald Heads. They're in Jersey. They're in podcast every Monday on BKS1 Radio, and they super dope. And I can probably link you so you could go out there and be on their podcast.
Yeah, because I want to start promoting our shit.
Yeah, because then that's true too. Because they got their followers, and you could bring them here.
Since they your people, you could come because you a part of the show.
Right, definitely. I'm definitely. Those are my peoples. I haven't been there in a minute. Shout out to them, but yeah, they Fat Lace, he has his whole crew. It's a super dope show. They talk, just they actually big up barbershops, hair salons, because beards and bald heads. So that's how they, the premise of it. But he talks to a lot of different people, artists, people from the neighborhood, basketball, baseball players, football. So it's a dope show.
I'm trying to get into that too. I'm trying to because we started off as I don't want to say as a sports podcast, but sports was a big part of what me and Cole used to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because we sports heads, that's all we used to talk about. That's nice. So we started in March, so we used to do the March Madness, the college basketball, and then
my nephew would love that.
Playoffs and everything jumps into this is the year where everything starts turning around. Baseball, football starts coming in. So that's what we used to do. So I'm trying to get back into that.
Yeah, that's dope.
Matter of fact, shout out to Ball Stars.
Shout out to them.
His son plays football.
Okay.
For one of the youth football teams. He's 12, 13 or something like that. And he also does music. So that's how I met him. I interviewed him and shit. But they just won the state or the city championship, if I'm not mistaken. So shout out to them.
Shout out to them. Congratulations.
And he was like, yo, you got to interview the whole squad.
Yes,
I'm
everybody got to be in there.
All the YNs, you know what I'm saying?
Right, that's dope. Definitely.
That's a fact, man. But,
he does that as well. And also, what's his name? Mace and
Cam.
Yeah, they talk about sports too, which is interesting because then they put their own little spin on it. Yeah, they get the feedback from the players.
Because when they was younger, they played basketball in high school, and Cam missed the shot to win the championship. That shit always get him mad.
Yeah, that's crazy. But just do it, man. That shit's in your head. Just
get it done. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. I'm waiting on these T-shirts to get printed as well. I got a couple T-shirts. I'm gonna get the.
I need the small things.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the logo. That's what I was saying. I'm gonna get the logo, and I'm gonna get the logo in the back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna print all the co-host names right here.
Oh,
so
that's dope.
Yeah. Y'all individual.
Teyonce, you got mine. So, I promote.
Yeah, that's a fact.
All that.
So. I'm trying to get more into that. I want to E, the guy that came when we shot the episode.
Oh yes,
over there, he got a plug with.
That's the one that his son.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got a plug with the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if we could set a table up. The Dricanhippie Show. Come on.
Yes,
what we doing?
I go every year.
You know the logo.
I don't miss
the logo.
it. So.
I got the Puerto Rican flag on the blunt wrap. is the Puerto Rican flag, so I'm trying to make like headbands and wristbands. For,
Do it.
You know how all us Boricuas
Get started because we ain't already in April, and we'll wear that. Shit, I be having my umbrella, my
That's the
socks,
Puerto Rican flag, pa.
all of it, all of the whistle, whatever has a flag on it, we wearing it. Super proud.
I'm gonna tell you something. When I was younger, right? I guess this is the best word that I could use. I used to resent being Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Right? I wasn't really into it as much as I should have.
What you thought, we were corny?
Not that. I guess maybe when I was younger. Damn, this fucked up that I would say this shit because I think I got a topic about Steve Nash, and he said this exact thing. But he's white.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to think that I was black. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you are bad.
Yeah, but not in that sense. Because we young and we not
right. You don't know the difference.
But yeah, because the environment that I grew up in, like I had some, like I lived in a building that was predominantly Puerto Rican. Right. You know what I'm saying? I had
people were black.
Yeah, I had some Puerto Rican friends, like 2 or 3, Eddie and Manny. That's about it, right? But everybody else was Jamal, Corey, Tyrone, Frank, Joseph,
mine too.
Tagore, you know what I'm saying? So I was
Pumpkin,
just like,
Shagreen, and Talia.
Then you get to the Nick Peanut, right? So I'm like,
it's true.
But for some reason, I never dated Spanish women. Like 2 relationships was probably with Spanish women. I never really was into like the music.
Okay.
I love the food. Of course, you go to family, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all that shit was popping.
But you adapt
the
more
pernil with the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was into that, you know what I'm saying? I think it was probably because I lost my grandmother at a young age. So that probably, like if I would have been around her a lot, I would have been more into my heritage, you know what I'm saying? But it took time for me. I think like in my 20s or something like that, I started being like, I want to start talking Spanish a little more. Then I started eating more Spanish food. Then, like, now, like, ever since I went to Puerto Rico and started going back and back, it's like, all right, this is more my speed.
Right.
You start to feel whatever that shit is. When you touch your motherland for real, you like,
that's something
different. Shit. Yeah, you feel the energy. You like, damn, you was tripping, nigga.
Like, I mean, but you didn't know. And the most familiar people were not your people, you know what I mean? They were around, but you connected too, and that shows why even you connected.
You know what I'm saying? But like my uncles was like Spanish, but they was like New York Spanish,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like they was like that.
I had the same, and I was born and raised in the projects, so all my friends were mostly black, especially the ones that I could hang out with, the ones that were with their moms outside, and then
ones even school is like
they were more so.
They all.
I mean, I had some Spanish friends, but
like so. I had a couple Spanish friends, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to my son Louis, you know what I'm saying. I hope you good, my boy, you know what I'm saying. Respond to my text, my nigga.
Like, call us back.
He Dominican, you know what I'm saying. That was like the first Dominican cat that I was chilling with, you know what I'm saying. He cool as shit. First cat that let me in his crib, friend and all that type shit. But like now it's more like I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like now it's like that's my moniker, D Rican. You know what I'm saying? So people like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
my best friend growing up in school she is half Dominican and half Puerto Rican, and like her mom was very open, and we go there and eat after school. So it was real comforting. Shout out to my friend Cynthia.
And then I remember my first, like, I think she was either Jamaican or Haitian, one of those two. I remember my first homegirl she was Jamaican and Haitian. Okay. And I went to the crib and tried their food. It was like, it's some fire.
I belong
don't
here.
like spicy too much, but like all the rice and all that shit, good, bro. Like,
I mean, it's similar because it's Caribbean,
it's
so
all,
so the taste, it's all that.
They'll be like, you never tried plantain? And I'll be like, platanos, you know what I'm saying? So
you're like, I know about that, but yeah, that's dope. My first boyfriend was black. I was 9. He came knocking on my door like, I'm Tina's boyfriend. My mom was like, no, you're her friend. He's like, no, I'm her boyfriend. Ask her.
No, we spoke about it already in the park.
Right, and mom gave us lasagna that day, which was amazing. But it's just growing up, I I never felt separated. I never felt different. They were my peoples. They were my family.
Think about like what was my first girlfriend and like, was she black?
Most likely.
Because I could go back and remember when I was like in daycare, there was like a little girl that I used to want to like nap time next to.
Yeah. I mean, you boys are different. Y'all thinking about that at that age. We're a little bit more.
But I think I was always attracted to like a black female. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like probably my first girlfriend probably was like a Spanish girl.
Okay. Even now, you more attracted.
Now I don't have as much a preference as before, but if I do, like let's say right now I'm single, and I'm talking to two people, you know what I'm saying, a Spanish girl or a black girl, I might lean still more towards the black girl, but if the Spanish girl is like hitting everything that I need, it's like you can't deny what's for you.
But your attraction more is
to like I used to say I would never talk to a white female, but I'd be like, she look alright. Yeah. But I don't fuck with I don't fuck with the whites. You know? But that goes to like a represent and respect wherever you come from, you know what I'm saying? But that goes to a topic that I have written down. I gotta go get this book right here. But when it comes to like support for like a business or, you know, something in that vein, you know what I'm saying? Do you support just cause of race, or does quality of whatever product or whatever they's giving you has to matter as well? Or nah, I'm fucking with you because you Puerto Rican or because you black, man. You black owned, I'm fucking with it.
I'm sorry, but they not. I'm that person.
Yeah, but let's say they not.
Oh, but if you not up there, if you don't
like persistent,
I wouldn't name the restaurant, but like this is a nice restaurant in the neighborhood that I love to go to, and it's like maybe West Indian food.
Okay.
And it's it's delicious, but like the service, the people are like a little rude. Yeah. So it's like and you're like, damn, I want to come here, I want to support, especially that you're
independent,
you're black owned. It's like a small little restaurant, but it's like I can't. Like I'm waiting for 20 minutes for some water, or having to ask for utensils, or just like certain things is like, nah, I'm good. But yeah, I like first on, I'm like, you're black, oh yeah, I'll support this, let's see what's going on.
I like to support as well, but like if the quality's not good and if you're not consistent, like if I'm hitting you up and you like, oh, I'm making orders or I'm doing whatever, it might turn me off. You know what I'm saying? Because I was having this conversation with somebody and they was, they in the same, I don't want to say they in the same predicament as me, you know what I'm saying? But we live the same sort of lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? But
respect my shit.
But you talking about buying like $10,000 jeans or some shit like that, right? Whatever the company is, let's just say it's Balenciaga or whatever. I can't remember what he was saying exactly, right? But he like, yeah, I want to get you some shit, but da da da. I'm like, bro, like, is it? Because then I showed him some independent clothing companies that I fuck with, you know what I'm saying? That I wear their shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, why you just can't support this person? He like, but look, bro, it's like $90, $110, and I don't know, and you don't know them. That's the reason you're not doing it.
Right, because if everybody was promoting them and it was a trendy thing.
These sweats look similar to these sweats. No, he like, yeah, they kind of do, but these Jones got a little more. I'm like, yeah, they got a little more better material, cool. But it's because they beating niggas like you over the head. You about to drop $1,700 on that, right? And buy those sweats. I know you're going to wear them for like 3 straight months, bro, because you paid your rent for that. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
But it's the poor people who want to look rich, and the rich people who don't care if they look poor.
Yeah, I heard that too. But I think it's like the consistency is of what I was saying. Like, of course, they're a big brand. They're going to have it on deck all day, you know what I'm saying? Right. Because people buying it. Yeah. But... if we put that same consistency into, like you saying, our people, we got to keep our dollar in our community. You know what I'm saying?
And our people are making some dope shit. Like, there's some hot thing. Like, but that's the thing. It's also because of what's popping, what's popular, what's, on the market, what everybody's buying, what everybody's wearing, what they got to stand online for, what they got to request in and get an email back with. Listen, I ain't got time for that.
Raffles and shit, right?
Like, people don't have their own style.
For the same sneakers that you wore 3 times over in the last two decades. Like, you wore them, they put them out. Right now, I can't, like, it might seem like I'm contradicting myself because I got a pair on, right? But I don't fuck with Jordans. These I already had them before I made the decision. I'm never buying Jordans again. I like Nike. I like Nike, but I don't really buy Nike no more. Now I'm doing Adidas, Reebok, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But I know a couple independent people that's making kicks too that I feel like, I might cop a pair because it look fire, you know what I'm saying? But them I could understand when you hit them and they be like, I'm out. Because it takes a lot to make a sneaker.
Different? Who don't want something that looks exclusive? Who don't want something that no one has? Like, when I was doing the Brighter Side clothing, like, it was like basically one of one. Because I made a whole bunch of different things. I sold and then people were like, oh, I want this with this, or I want this with this. And everything was custom made. Like, I didn't just, some things I would make 2 and 3 and 4 of them. But mostly it was when people made orders, because also I couldn't just make a lot of clothes because I was trying to sell it, to re-up basically. So a lot of the stuff was, a lot of the things were, one of one. So that, I like that too, but people just want the same of everything that everybody got. I was never that person anyway.
Yeah, so I think, especially in the period that we in right now, I hate, only because I got a $200 gift card. And I used it for this, I used it for certain shit for the podcast. I bought this chair, I bought these, I bought this.
Oh, that's nice.
And I bought something else, right?
Investing.
Yes.
It's important.
But it was because I got Wi-Fi from Verizon.
Okay.
And they gave me a $200 Amazon card.
Beautiful.
But I don't fuck with Amazon.
Okay.
Because they shut down small businesses.
Okay.
And I've been noticed that since the first time they came into fruition, the first time they was born.
Right.
I was like, they selling books online? They was like, yeah. And I used to like to go to Barnes and Nobles and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, they're gonna shut down the physical stores because people are gonna be like, oh, I could get it shipped to me.
That's it.
Just how fucking Netflix was when they first started. I was like, damn, they gonna shut down my favorite movie rental spot where I used to go get Three Ninjas, Men in Black. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't stand the big corporation that shuts down the small business.
I'm with that too. I stopped shopping in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Like after, with the DEI and all that.
So like I like to go to the Barclays because I like to represent, like, my borough has a basketball team, but I remember what that part of downtown Brooklyn looked like. It used to be a lot of independent clothing stores, pizza shops, stores like delis and shit like that.
Pops. Now there's a bunch of franchises.
They just moved all that shit and put a big ass stadium there and put a hockey team there, and we got white people pissing on the sidewalks.
And a bunch of franchise restaurants and shit things that we should not even be consuming.
I'm not mad at it because I know we live in a capitalistic society in a country that's capitalistic, you know what I'm saying? Which that's gonna be our next topic, this tariff war that we in, you know what I'm saying? Like, now it's a fucking tariff war. Like,
and you from the last time, I don't even want to talk about this. Because I had some shit. Didn't I say though?
We got these dumbass people that voted for him.
You're gonna have to put the clip back to when I was talking listen.
Shut shit down.
I'm done. It's just so much BS. Pun intended.
You got these people that voted for him protesting now. Like, bro, all y'all niggas voted for him. Like, I ain't seen not one black person there.
To be honest, I'm a forgiver, and I feel like, hey, come around the block. You spinning the block, it's fine with me. I'm glad you realize. I'm glad you coming to your senses. Like, it's not gonna make any difference or change to me, but good that they are coming to their senses. Like, what Well, I don't understand who and why were people thinking that he was gonna work at any. I did not.
In any capacity.
It's just beyond me.
Yeah, like I got into it with my supervisor, right? And I thought that it was bad.
Yeah, no politics, no religion. Yeah, you don't speak about that, right? Ever.
Nothing like that, but it was because of the job, right? So I had to hit him up, and I'm like, yo, bro, listen, like, I'm going to be there tonight for my shift. Because of the economy we in. I can't lose my job right now.
Yeah,
but listen,
like, and I'm not going to make you be the cause of me losing my job.
If my relief not there on time, I'm out. Y'all can't keep doing this to me, man.
Nah, that's not
because
fair.
I'm the consistent guard, and I'm there on time.
Right. And you there when they need you, and you stay late. Yeah.
Nah, we not doing this. Because then I'm going to blow up, and when I blow up, it's a volcano because y'all thought that this mountain was quiet for thousands of years, but now it erupts, and it's the bad guy.
Right. And me, I will be that employee. Late. You waiting for me. Yeah, nonsense. So, but you know what? I also know that I cannot take those jobs. I cannot be. I wanted to be a police officer. Like, I went through the whole, almost the agility test, and then just didn't pass because my knee was messed up. But I'm like, you know what? I wouldn't have been able to do that because they gotta be on time. Like a bus operator, on time. A teacher, on time.
And they do what, like?
And I could do these jobs. Shifts? Yeah, I mean, I could do the shift. It's when I get there, I could be in my job till 10 o'clock at night. It's not the point. It's the traveling.
I'm going to get there.
I'm like, I wish like this. Yeah, I get there when I get there. If it's like, no, if it's not a plane.
We were supposed to start at 3. She got here like
3:45. Listen, I'm supposed to be a celebrity, though. I'm like, wait a minute. Right. And I told my family, I said, they know this of me. It's been my New Year's resolution for many years, maybe like 8 years now, 9. And to be on time. I've gotten much better. I used to be really bad. Like I used to disrespect people's time. So I tell my family when I die, like, don't have the casket there waiting for people to come in. No, you let everybody come in. And then you bring my casket in, and then you place me there.
Like 15 minutes after, like, everybody's conversating and shit. Like,
Notch, note this, okay? This is how I want it.
Yeah.
Right. I don't have me waiting for nobody, but
and I'm gonna run up to the closest relative that's gonna do your wishes and be like, yo, she said this, look.
She said what she said.
My mom's told me that.
It's in my book and everything, yeah. And I have everything how I wanna be and how I don't wanna be seen. I want my casket closed, I want a white dress, I want no makeup, no shoes, no socks, and I just want pictures and videos of me just living my best life like I have.
I just saw that shit on TikTok. This lady, she was in her quote unquote her deathbed. She was in the hospital. She had cancer. She was dying. You know what I'm saying? And they had videoed her, and she was explaining to them. She was like, "Yo, listen, black dress, pink accents. You know what I'm saying? I want my bitches in black and pink.
That's
Make sure that there's music. This the music." And then they showed the
because
video
we coming
of her
back
funeral,
for you if you don't.
And it was exactly
right.
that. You know
That's
what I'm
beautiful.
So
that's beautiful. My mom too. My mom said, you know, God bless her. She said she wants to be in a red dress or in a red outfit. And, you know, we talk about these things because, unfortunately, we all going to get to that place.
She wants to be cremated because she don't
My
want
mom,
us
too.
to
She
be
wants
on
to.
that.
Yeah, she wants to be cremated. No,
the body
I know, but
that.
she wants, like, a mass, and then she wants to be cremated. She's like, I don't want my body to be in the dirt. I'm like, what are you going to know about that? She's like, I don't know, and I'll come back for you. We're like, all right.
Real shit.
Yeah,
I mean, I kind of...
We hate to talk about it, but it's necessary.
You know what I'm saying? But... I don't know, whichever.
Yeah, I guess
I'll
care.
think about it more later on. But
I don't care. Like, whatever's cheaper and, like, you know, whatever my kids want to do.
Is cheaper.
Yeah, whatever my boys want to do is fine with me.
The casket and everything is a lot of money, and the spot and everything.
Yeah.
But,
it is.
Yeah, man, that's real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, just knowing what you want. And I think Jadakiss said it. While we why we laugh at birth and cry at death.
Yes.
When it should be
the opposite. And that's the Chinese do it like that.
Yeah.
They cry when they born, and they
it's
celebrate when they die.
And when you die, you remember the whole life.
Yes,
and
yes,
right.
You enjoy, you celebrating their life, and they have like picnics in the cemetery, because we go to the cemetery often. We lost a lot of people, like from 2014 to 2019. So we, like, you know, my father and my brother and my nephew, they're all in the same area, so we always go and we celebrate Father's Day there, all that. And so they do as well. They have picnics, they have music.
We're gonna have 4 numbers in the beginning and 4 numbers at the end. All of us at one time. We don't know what numbers they're gonna be.
I know.
So live the dash. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
The dash is whatever your time
important,
was
right?
here. You know what I'm saying? I heard
That's
that somewhere, but live the dash and do what you gotta do. I learned that 2-3 years ago. I was always like living for others, per se. You know what I'm saying? I always did for my friends, did for family.
I think we all
do that
at one. Yeah.
So now I'm starting to be more selfish in a good way. You know
in a good way. You know, to a limit. It has to be a balance.
If you would have hit me up and be like, yo, nah, it's my fault, I can't make it. I'd have sat here and did something dolo just because I know I got to get something out. You know what I'm saying?
And
so
you're not going to wait for anyone. That's a
selfish.
beautiful...
That's a good selfish. You know what I'm saying? You making your dream happen. You know what I'm saying? By yourself. So, I don't know how we got here from tariff wars. But we got a little morbid on y'all right there. But we all gotta have these conversations.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
they are necessary.
Yeah, man.
But you know, I know that I've canceled, and sometimes I do that, and I'm like, I'm late and stuff. But thank you for always being understanding, and you know, it's always a good reason, because you saw my leg.
My shit is
But I appreciate that.
My shit is always, what goes through my head is like, yo, you not paying niggas, bro. They giving you your time, their time.
No,
you know
but sometimes things happen, and
but it's like, cause even like Spliff and Chum Chum haven't been around for like 2 months. So I can't be mad.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I'm not paying you. I'm upset that you're not around.
Right,
because I feel like the podcast
is
picking up traction.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? I can't do that. That's corny.
Everybody got things that they have to do. Everybody's trying to line up their own shit right now.
Yeah, man.
And I learned that.
I was going through mad shit, you know what I'm saying, too. So it's like, I get it, man. It's the devil's fucking with everybody right now. He on his job right now, and we got to be sure to.
And as extroverted or ambiverted sometimes as I am, I feel that I myself have been like just in this dark place, and not like depression, but just, you know, it's just so much going on in the world that it's like sometimes there's no time for, like, you know, just chit chatting with your friends, or, you know, going out. Like, it's necessary, but sometimes you just want to close yourself out and just think.
Because all of the real shit that's going on around makes you feel like
it's a lot.
Is this something we
is it worth it?
That's
is it necessary?
Because sometimes we know that all this shit that's going around is somebody's
inevitable
story. It's somebody trying to distract everybody from doing something. You know what I'm saying?
And it's inevitable. Like, we're gonna go. No, you're right. We're all gonna go through these things, but sometimes, like, people are not strong enough. You know, like, you know, that's just what it is.
Especially to think for yourself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't think for themselves, so they see and watch shit and really hold on to that and be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I got to think about.
And even holding on to just baggage or family problems or work issues, or, you know, all that just comes in. It's like, you know, even, you know, raising children today is hard. So it's like, you know, I mean, you want to give people grace and hope that they come around, and pray for them in the meanwhile.
Yeah,
but we in the building.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We a little serious today, but we outside. Man.
You know, when the brighter side comes in, we have to talk about the bullshit, and then the brighter side. I do. I haven't played in a long time.
But you know what board is, right?
Yes.
When you
go for 4, right?
Sometimes you dealt a hand with board and you got to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's how I feel about this topic list. It's like, yo, I was dealt a board. Because I actually shot an episode yesterday with my man Trev. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of quote unquote good topics, but we got me and Tina is like. You used to watch wrestling, right?
I watch it.
We like China and Triple H.
Yeah.
You heard? When we team
I love
up,
Triple H
it's lit.
and John Cena.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
how you
John
feel about
Cena's
him being the bad guy right now?
It's been enough time. Yeah, he's been a good guy his whole life. Like, he's good. He's good in my book. The Rock,
A lot
Rey
of
Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is my guy too.
That's what I was gonna say. He probably
And
like the one person that I know that didn't turn heel.
No, but he has like issues with his son, right? Like they have like I know. My kids love my boys.
WrestleMania this weekend.
Yeah, I know. I have to take them this year. I have to take them somewhere, maybe PA or something. Now, but they love. One's 22, one's 16, and they watch it. They love it. Yeah,
I used to love it when I was younger. Then it got to a point where I stopped watching it. Then I started again. Then I stopped.
They have wrestlers. They have about 300 wrestlers. Still, I didn't throw away any of them.
Like
they have
the toys.
The wrestling, the action figures. They have the Hell in the Cell, the cage. They have the what you call that, the ladder, the chairs.
That's how we used to be when we was younger.
I used to buy them all that.
Me, my brother, and Core's younger brother. It used to be us three. We used to be playing with the wrestling toys.
They used to stand them all up in a line. Oh my God, I love it. They used to hang them. They used to put tape on the ceiling and then tape them up and hang them and swing them. I loved it. I wasn't really as into it as I should have been or that I wanted to be, but I know a little bit about it.
But it's good when you got kids to keep you updated with shit that's going on in their world. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of shit going on.
Stephanie McMahon, Shane McMahon, all the McMahon.
My niece be coming up to me talking about shit sometimes, and I be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be knowing about it because I'm not paying attention to that world right now. You know what I'm saying?
She's a girly girl?
Nah, I'm just mean like current events with whatever's going on with them, with the young kids.
How old is she?
She's only 10.
Oh yeah, my niece is 9.
So it's like, but I got a homeboy. I don't want to call him a friend, but he's a friend. He's not family or nothing. He's 14, but I knew him since he was born.
Okay.
So he keep me up to date.
Yes.
Then his brother's like 21, so it's like, you know what I mean? So KRS once said, if you a kid and you around adults and you learning from adults, you a little advanced from who you were around as a kid. And if you an adult and you hang around and learning from a kid, you further ahead than the adults that you around.
That's true.
Because y'all both learning from each other, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I agree with that too. I like talking to people that's younger than me, you know what I'm saying? I think that's why we just brought up somebody that you don't like talking about. Or I bring up somebody else that you. I think that's why Kanye West is still prevalent.
Yeah, I mean, I like Kanye. He's a lot.
Sometimes he does.
He's just a lot, you know. And
he's
I
actually
love him. I think he's gifted. I think his music is amazing.
Okay, you know, I always thought that you was
standoffish with him. It's just with all that stuff with the kids and. You know, and just holding on to whatever video she made. And it's like we all make mistakes. As women, we hold on to a lot of things. And just like, you know, just his actions. But, I mean, my kids love him. But I think, he's amazing. His clothing, he's ahead of the game. He's the richest black man. You know, he's all that. But I just didn't, you know, he's a little loquito. Yeah, we're not going to deny that he has some type of mental issues. But the premise that I was making is that he always keep the kids first. Yes.
Like with his music, with his fashion, with anything of that nature, he gets ideas from kids. You know what I'm saying? Younger people than him. So that's something that that we respect. We both agree with that.
Yeah. Nah, definitely. I definitely agree with that. You know, even like with his recent girlfriend, I don't think they're together now, but like all that stuff that happened, like you have to see
that one that he had out. Always burying
her body. And then the next day she left him, or they broke up, whatever happened. But it's just like you have to see if someone's saying things about somebody, like, and you don't know them personally, you gotta kind of say like, okay, maybe he does have it. Like no one speaks to him like that. Yeah. No one fucks with him like that. Like we fuck with him because we don't know him. We're like, oh yeah, he's all that, but really. You know, who's lying here? So that's where I don't like to judge people, but it is, you could see, like, the proof is in the pudding, and he's a lot to deal with. But I wish him well.
Yeah, man. But
because he's human.
I don't know, man. Y'all got to deal with this president until he leaves. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay low.
They said 2040.
I'm gonna
You
stay
hear
low
that?
and make money. Listen, man. Like
2040.
Like I was telling my man the other day, we was having this conversation. He like, yo, he think about making himself get a third term. I'm like, bro, listen, bro. We've been alive. We've been alive long enough to learn, right, bro? That nigga, I don't care who he is. He can't pass a bill that's gonna make him run for a third term. And then make this America into a dictatorship and have a king ruling everything? Nah, bro.
I disagree with you.
I do not believe it. But I do not believe
we didn't believe that we would even be in this position with him right now. No one believed that.
I knew that we was going to be in this position with him because of what he did the first term. So y'all dumb niggas that went and voted for him, which is not us. We didn't vote for him. You didn't vote for him.
No, but he just, to this morning, he just passed the bill in the Supreme Court to be able to arrest any single person, whether you are citizen, non-citizen, criminal, non-criminal. This is a criminal. This is a man with a...
Right?
No, just a bill that anyone could be arrested. It don't matter who you are. They could arrest you. They could just stop you in the street. No, they're not trying to pass. They passed this bill this morning.
Yeah, he's trying to pass another bill for the death penalty for people that kill cops. So if you kill a cop, you die too.
I mean, he said the Central Park 5 were killers. Like they did that to that woman. They didn't.
I just don't believe.
And they were innocent. And now they suing his stupid ass.
I just don't believe that it will pass the 3 legislative branches.
Believe it.
To be a dictatorship or like one ruling person. I don't believe
it. There's so many things happening right now. There's like the world is racist. So
of course,
that's where it starts.
Is racist.
Right, but the people in power now are the ones that are setting all the rules.
This is what I'm saying.
There's no balance. There's no checks and balances.
I believe after this presidency, I believe we're gonna see somebody. This is what I'm hoping. I believe we're gonna find somebody that nobody fucking ever even knew existed. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be running for president. That people don't really know like that.
I hope so.
And I feel like it should be a younger person.
I feel like we're already fucked.
Like in their 30s or their 40s, because we keep recycling these old trash bags. You know what I'm saying? So I think we need to find somebody
because
that's
this shit
young.
is rigged.
Yeah,
that's why
you need to find somebody that's young and that's gonna do something for America, not just the people. America, because America, like you said, is in the dumpster, bro. We not leading no statistical category in the world besides imprisonment. We like
they send those men to El Salvador.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When they don't even have records, criminal records, no history, nothing, no due process, they don't go to court, they don't go to a judge, nothing. They send them
about Barack Obama's presidency.
You see, let's go back to you support black and brown all the time. Heavy.
But you felt like it wasn't the best presidency that we could have saw.
He was the best president that I ever seen in my life.
You do feel that it was the
he
best
was
president.
The
president.
Even with everything that failed, he was the best.
Yeah.
And it's because his compassion, the way he spoke, how intellectual, how eloquent, how smart, how connected, his family.
And what was he?
What do you mean, what was he?
I'm gonna just say,
like, what is his nationality?
No, he was what I was saying. He was somebody young, somebody that we didn't really know too much about, and somebody that wanted to make at least a change, at least do something. But even if, like you saying, the game is rigged and there's people trying to constrict me, even though I'm sitting in this seat, but I'm still trying to do something, right? But that's what I mean. Like, we need to find that. I don't care if it's Chinese or female, Hawaiian.
We needed Kamala.
Fucking.
That's what we needed.
I don't know. if that's what we need.
That's what we needed.
But that's what I voted for.
That's what we needed.
I didn't want this.
We didn't need this.
You know what I'm saying?
This was not. And
because this makes you think too much.
This is what she spoke about. Yeah, and she said everything that throughout the presidency, throughout like all those what do you call those when they back and forth, those debates and all that. Yeah. Throughout all that time, they replay exactly everything, and it's like, oh no, oh anything but a black woman, anybody, but what? That's racist.
That's beyond racist, cause you.
So yeah, now we here, like.
Yo, shout out to Nate Robinson, man. My son had a failed kidney for like the last 2 years, and he was like going through it, and he finally found somebody.
Okay, good
Gave
for him.
him a kidney. You know who Nate Robinson is, right?
Nate, short, yeah, Nate Robinson, yeah. Oh, did he? Damn. Shout out to him.
Yeah, but he got the new kidney. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him.
Damn, God bless him.
To you, my guy. Keep it going.
When he got sick.
He been going with it for a while.
Yeah.
He been searching for like a year and a half now.
Okay.
You know, that's hard to find.
Right. No, but he got sick like after the pandemic, after the COVID shot, or like.
No, I think it was something that he been dealing with his whole life.
Oh, okay.
And then it finally like
caught up
to that level where it's like you gotta do something about it.
I be thinking that shot be having something to speed up whatever it is that you.
My mom's, if it was one thing, my mom's always was like, yo, listen. Even since I was younger, I remember her telling me this. You go to a doctor's appointment at least 2 times a year. Every 6 months, nigga. Check yourself. Even if you find something wrong out, you found it out at an early spot and take care of it. You know what I'm saying? So, I like going to the doctor.
I think the doctor is amazing. I think the doctor is a great place to go.
Yeah,
I
used to hate the dentist because them niggas be killing you, but I love the dentist as well. But upkeep of your body is like important. You know what I'm saying? Like prayers to Nate Robinson. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Shout out to the Wayne's family. They got inducted into the NAACP Hall of Fame.
Okay.
You know, for all the accomplishments that they had and everything like that. Shout out to
the Wayne's family.
Yeah, the whole family.
That's dope.
That's fire. Those my people right there. You know, they was like the reason that
they from Brooklyn, right?
I think Harlem.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken, the projects in Harlem.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
That was New York.
You know, they the reason that there's a halftime show for the Super Bowl.
I did not know that.
So, I think it was like 93 or 94 or something like that, right? They really never had anything for the halftime. So they wanted to do something, and In Living Color was hot at the time.
Okay.
So they did like a sketch show at the halftime. So it turned into like the halftime show, and then they started doing musical appearances. Okay. So that's where the halftime show comes from. Like the Wayne's brothers family. You know what I'm saying?
I love those.
Those niggas is legends.
History facts.
Yeah, that's a fact. You been watching anything on TV lately? That's good. TV shows, movies that came out, anything like that?
I watched this show on Netflix called I Care a Lot. Actually, it's a movie. I Care a Lot.
I Care a Lot.
Yeah, I Care a Lot. It's about basically like the insurance industry. And how
stay scheming.
That part. So they scheme out a whole bunch of old people. So was it like a documentary form? No, it's a movie. It's a movie. So this lady, she just basically scheming out these older people for their retirement money and all that. So they find this one woman that they fuck around and find out. So yeah, it's interesting. Doing it? No, she's the one that they shouldn't have fucked with and try to take her money. Yeah, but it's
you watch you be watching the Power series, Raising Kanan?
I don't really watch it. Yeah, I know my friend be watching that, but I haven't really got into it. It's a lot for me.
I'm not gonna say that I watched the whole thing because that would be a lie. I watched at least 45% of it, probably. Okay. The new movie with Jonathan Majors, Magazine Dreams.
Oh no.
He's playing a bodybuilder.
Okay.
And he was like probably some schools, the person that he's playing, and he did it. From what I'm seeing, he's doing a great job. You know what I'm saying? And he's really obsessed with bodybuilding. Okay. So it's like people ask him questions and he's like, yeah, I gotta eat 3 meals a day. Okay. That's like what his character is fixated on. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a good movie. I gotta finish it when I go to work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But that I was watching, like I said, Power. Godfather of Harlem came back on. I haven't watched it yet though.
I watched the series. It's only like a 4 episode series called Adolescence, and that shit is dope.
What is it about?
It's good. It's about
where it's on Hulu.
It's on Netflix. It's about this young boy who is accused of killing a young girl. Okay. And they're like in middle school maybe, or in high. He's 14 or 15, so maybe the first year high school. And it's like a real like psychological. It gets into the psyche of like kids and the social media and how they project themselves, how they interact with each other. It's a really, really good movie. I mean, it's a really good series called Adolescence. Yeah, you should check that out.
You see, they talking about remaking the movie The BidyGuard.
Oh no, I would love that.
And they trying to switch. So they trying to make the singer white and the bodyguard black.
Okay.
They talking about what's the name as the singer.
Who?
I'll give you 2 guesses. Think about pop star.
Pop star in black?
White.
Oh, because they want a white woman. Pop star white?
Think about it. I'm
Taylor Swift? Get the fuck out. Wow, that's crazy.
Who would you pair her with as the black actor?
With a black Taylor and a bodyguard, a black bodyguard. I think of Terry Crews, but I don't know.
Terry Crews. Let's see if we can see him in the serious role, right?
Oh, in the who?
In the serious role, right?
Yeah, that would be different. I don't know.
I was thinking Jonathan Majors.
Oh, I don't know, cause he's been on all that mess. I don't know.
What about the dude, Daniel Coulier?
Daniel.
He played, if I'm not mistaken, was that Fred Hampton?
I'm not sure.
Black Panther.
Oh, okay.
The one that ran the elephants. No, the one that ran the elephants. The one that was married to the warrior girl.
Yeah, he's in another movie too. Yeah,
he's in
another movie too.
Does he Get Out?
With the big eyes? Maybe.
I think he's Get Out.
Get Out, okay.
I think that's him.
Yeah, maybe him.
Somebody that's gonna look good in a little tux, you know what I'm saying?
I like the other guy from...
with the organic, niggas gonna be like, Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan and everything, man. Damn.
Give somebody else a chance. I like the other guy from Wakanda.
The big one? That one? I don't know his real name.
Damn. Forgot his name. Let me see the cast. But yeah, I like those. I like him.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That was one of my movies when I was younger, man, because my moms used to watch that shit, man. I was just saying that shit the other day. We need to give all these...
Winston Duke.
That's his name.
Yeah, I like him. I think he would be a good...
He was in the one with Lupita. What was that? Us?
I'm so bad at movies. I could tell you the last movie I saw.
The one when they switched her when she was young?
I don't know. The last movie I saw in the movies was like Dead Presidents, I think.
In the movie theaters? Damn, T. What?
Nah. That's the last one I remember. Nah, what's the last movie?
And that was a great movie.
It was probably, yes, it was.
Great movie.
Maybe House Party 2, that they remade it. Yeah.
I'm good on movies since the 90s.
I'm good. Nah, House Party was recent. It was probably like 5 or 6 years ago. The one that they had just recently made with it's a whole bunch of new actors. Yeah, you can tell how good it was, right? I can't even remember. But
now he's a good actor. Damn, that might be fire.
Yeah, I think that.
And he big, he tall. Hell yeah, pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that would be a good one. Because he don't have to do much.
Did you see this, did you see this white rapper, Mount Rushmore that they put up?
No.
They got Eminem, Mac Miller. Eminem, Mac Miller. Hold on, I want to get the last two right. Russ and Paul Wall.
Paul Walker?
Remember Paul Wall from back in the days?
Oh,
the
Paul
Houston
Wall.
rapper?
He sounds familiar, but...
The sipping lean and all
yes,
that shit.
yes, Paul Wall, yeah.
Remember Mac...
where they put it at?
Mike Jones and all them rappers from the South?
Yeah, where they put it at?
It was a post that I saw, but that was the Mount Rushmore of white rappers. What you think?
I mean, I'm more concerned that they're taking down Black history monuments everywhere, but...
They are. They took down that Rosa Parks stuff. That shit had me hot. I was like, yo, man, what we doing, man?
I'm so over it. I swear, I don't have no energy for any of the nonsense.
Crazy, man. But I think even though he wasn't the best, but he had...
Who wasn't the best?
This rapper that I'm going to say, but he had like he sold a lot, you know what I'm saying? And he made like an impact, I'm going to say. I think Vanilla Ice should be up there.
Vanilla Ice is...
I think Vanilla Ice should be up there. Cause do you know you know Russ?
No.
No.
Let me see Russ.
You don't know Russ?
Russ is... Oh, he's a
white rapper. He's like Italian or something.
No, but why is he up there if I don't know him?
He's like from this generation. That's why you don't know him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But he sells a lot. He's an independent artist. He sells a lot of records. You know what I'm saying? But...
Oh, okay. He look familiar.
Paul Wall, I don't think he should be up there because he don't got enough legacy. You know what I'm saying? What about somebody like MC Search? You know what I'm saying? Like, what about Asher Roth? Nah. Remember Asher Roth? Man, I love college. That was that song, bro.
Oh, nah. Oh, I see Paul Wall. Okay. Yeah, I don't know him.
You don't remember Paul Wall? What?
Maybe if I hear the songs. It's so sad because I hear a song and I be like, oh.
He did the Grill song with Nelly.
I didn't realize Linkin Park was in Jay-Z's song until years later.
Yeah, fuck y'all. All y'all
I knew that song. I was saying that shit.
Giving me $10 from y'all money, I ain't fucking with y'all.
I'm like, I know Jay-Z. He lives in Marcy. I know he lived there.
Yo, you remember that girl that was in stuck in Pakistan a couple months ago? And she was talking crazy.
And
she just popped up in New York.
They found her missing.
Hopping out of a Rolls Royce. I'm like, what? Look who they support. Look who they put on the pedestal. Look, now she in a Rolls Royce. You ain't celebrating Dricanhippie for celebrating 7 years. But y'all celebrating this ignorant chick.
Accomplishments over here too. Yeah, what the hell? Nah, but that's
she popped up.
No, but thank God because I thought that was it for her.
She was out here.
Nah, I said that's a wrap.
She said, "Nah, I'm going viral in 2025." She said, "I need $20,000 in my hand today." That bitch is stupid.
I thought they gave her 20,000.
Yo.
Cosas. That's crazy though.
Oh man! All right, let's touch on this story real quick, man.
Talk about it.
You seen this story about Carmelo Anthony, not the basketball player, with a K. Carmelo with a K.
Yeah, something.
You heard about it? He's a young boy. I think he's a teenager. He's black. In Texas.
No.
He stabbed a white boy.
No.
At a track meet. Because they attacked him.
Because they attacked Carmelo?
They attacked him, yeah.
So then Carmelo stabbed.
It was two of them. It was two brothers. They like 6 feet tall, whatever the case is. So he was at the track meet. And they attacked him, and he had a knife on him, and he poked one of them up. And he even gave them warnings because they was like pushing him and stuff. He was like, yo, I'm going to protect myself. Stop messing with me, you know what I'm saying? And they kept messing with him, and they started swinging or whatever first. And
then he killed them?
I think the one that he stabbed there, yeah.
Sad.
Moms expect me to be home, bro. That's how I see it. Moms expect me to be home. For whatever I get into, I gotta do what I gotta do to get home. I'm sorry. I don't wanna sound like that.
Right.
Because y'all gonna make it sound because it's in Texas, this is how y'all put it in the newspapers. Yeah, because black teen kills white boy. That's how y'all placed it.
I mean, it's never been equal because a black boy and a white A black male and a white male could do the same crime and they'll get different times.
Yeah.
They'll give different sentences.
Different prisons.
Yes, everything will be different.
Yeah, so
Everything will be different.
I gotta get home to moms. Y'all tripping.
Exactly.
Y'all fucking with me, you know what I'm saying?
No.
So in the beginning, they overdid it and they gave him $1 million bail bond.
Exactly.
He like, bro, we can't, you know what I'm saying? And now they gave him, I think it was like $250, so 10% of that is what, like $20,000 or something like that. So they got him out, but I think
nothing that'll.
I think they saying he's under house arrest now, but they trying to figure it out.
That's crazy. Like that kid that got killed for the Balenciaga shoes, and they dragged him by his hair. Like they dragged him and held onto his hair while the car drove like 2 blocks down.
Yeah.
Yep. 18 years old, about to graduate high school. I think in the 12th grade. Another kid for like what was it? Oh, was that the same kid that they had the prom meet? No, the senior meet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a
Karmelo
senior.
Anthony.
Yeah, it was like a senior meet. Yep.
I'm pulling it up right now to show you.
That's
the story.
crazy.
It's a fucked up situation, man.
Crazy.
Keep your head up, young boy. You heard? I'm with you. Let me see. I just saved the post that just Carmelo Anthony mother broke down in tears over death threats and gives her condolences to Austin's family. This him right there.
Oh my God. Yep. Yep. That was it.
Let me see. So
I thought it was
Carmelo
a straight
Anthony
bullet.
released on house arrest after his bond was lowered from $1 million to $250,000. His father and mother both testified during the hearing. All right, hold on. Carmelo Anthony released on house arrest after his bond was lowered from $1 million to $250,000. His father and mother both testified during the hearing. They said Anthony is their oldest child and has 3 siblings. The family moved to DFW area in 2021. He was the captain of the football and track team, and he had never been arrested before this incident. He has worked at Foot Locker for 2 years and worked a second job at HEB.
Damn. Just like that.
Life could change, right? Real quick. But
That's why that quote is good. Never let your emotions supersede your intelligence.
ooh, you reading my quote, boy? You see that? You know what I'm saying? I be trying to uplift.
I can see
wake
from
up
far.
at 4 in the morning. I gotta see shit to be like, yo, go do something, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like
'Cause
that. I
if
like
not,
that.
I'll sit on my ass. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
You
But
can't- you have
I'm
to
not
have
gonna lie to you. I
emotional
do be letting my
intelligence.
emotions supersede my intelligence sometimes. But sometimes I remember that quote. You know what I mean? I just wrote down another quote that I wanted to remember.
You have to. You have to be emotionally intelligent in order to get through these rough,
Where is that? Where is that?
secluded moments.
Die with a full heart and an empty mind. What that mean to you?
Die with joy and happiness and live for today and leave all the negativity behind.
Experience everything you can while you here and live with a full heart and die with an empty mind. Don't die, what if I did this? What if?
The what ifs are
Go
bad.
do it. Go do it. I want some ice cream today. I might go.
Yeah, that
You know
sounds
what I'm saying?
good. That sounds good.
But keep your head up, Carmelo. You heard me? You got people
Yeah.
that's on small platforms like this and larger platforms like other platforms that's talking about your
Right.
story. You know what I'm saying? So
Hope you
keep your
get
head
through
up,
that.
man. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
for sure. It's rough.
You got anything else that you want to give to the people? I think this was a great episode, man.
You know we always do it, but it's a nice day, so we're gonna go get some ice cream. Nah, but I always love being here. Thank you
That's a fact, man.
for always having me on. I get more and more
I'm trying to go to
acclimated,
a fucking baseball game.
more and more
Baseball season
comfortable.
started, you know what I'm
Yeah,
I
I'm
know
not
you
into
a Yankee
baseball.
fan.
I'm a New York fan.
Alright.
Yeah, New Jets,
I'm a Mets fan, I'm not a
Giants,
Yankees fan.
Yankees, Mets, Knicks. Talk about it. Rangers, whatever
That's
it
a
is,
fact,
New
man.
York, we here.
Shout out to since we was saying his name Carmelo Anthony like that, let's talk about the basketball players. Shout out to his son Kanye Anthony
Yes,
for
he's doing his
representing the
thing.
Puerto Rican national team on his chest. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
that's
Come on,
dope.
man. And there's people like, he not Puerto Rican. I'm like, y'all retarded or no? His mom's is 50-50. Mom's is Puerto Rican and pops is black. And Melo got like 25% black in him. So that's like 75% that Cayenne has
Right.
in him.
No, but Carmelo Anthony is half Puerto Rican too.
I believe so. If I'm
Yeah,
not
the
mistaken,
father.
I think his pops is Puerto Rican. He
Yeah,
got
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit tatted
No, that's
on
what I'm
him
saying.
and
Yeah,
all that.
he has
got
the
basketball courts out
in
there.
San Juan, right? And yeah, with the green
Shout
one,
out to
yeah.
the Anthonys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah,
That's a
definitely.
fact. Come
Nah,
on, man.
they,
But yeah,
I
man,
mean-
we here, man. We here for y'all. Same time, same place, every fucking week. You know what I'm saying? I love all my co-hosts for helping me out every fucking time that they can. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate it, man. And for Tina, it's Dricanhippie. Y'all already know what we about to do. And if you made it this far, like, comment, subscribe, and all that shit.
All
and
that
we be
shit.
back at y'all real
you
real,
already
real
know,
soon.
baby.